I don't know if you're aware of Novara Media. They're a somewhat popular far-left media outlet full of communist agitators. Now, as I've pointed out on this channel before, many leftist London liberals are very eager to go out to the rest of the country and sneer at normal people for how awful and bigoted they are. And one lady from Novara Media struck gold recently, finding an 80-year-old woman who was obviously born in a very different Great Britain than we live in now. The reporter makes out that she endured one of the most racist experiences of her life, though really, of course, this is just going to up a profile amongst her fellow leftists.
Are you voting in the general election then?
No.
Ooh. Do you usually vote or?
I normally do, but now at 80 I've decided not to.
Who did you used to vote for?
I always voted Labour.
And how come you're not voting Labour this time?
Because I'm not voting for anybody this time.
What issues do you think matter to the country at large?
Well, I tell you for now, Enoch Powell had right idea, many years ago.
I see.
Now, this is obviously a red rag to liberal media's bull. However, was Enoch Powell really wrong? Of course, Enoch Powell is famed for stating the black man will have the whip hand over the white man, although he was actually quoting one of his constituents. Similarly, he never actually said the rivers of blood. That was just what his speech was called. Powell's concern was that great swathes of the United Kingdom would be overtaken by immigrant communities if the numbers of people kept continuing. Well, they've absolutely ramped up, and his prophecy has largely been proven to be true. So it's very easy to pick on a woman who was born before any of this madness even started, and then sneer at her as if she's some evil, bigoted racist, when clearly she feels she's lost her country because she doesn't even see a point in voting anymore.
So what would you say about someone like me who's mixed? Would you say that Enoch Powell had the right idea about someone like me?
Well, not just you, it's everybody else that's coming into it.
What would you prefer for people like me?
Stop where you are and not to come here. I'm not being personal, really.
No, this is really useful. So after this interview, I will be returning to Herefordshire.
Notice that Enoch Powell and this lady never had any policy to kick people out of the country. They simply didn't want mass immigration in the first place, but this woman wants to make them all look like insane right-wing fascists. And secondly, while this old lady doesn't express herself in a politically correct manner that the liberals tend to like, she's not exactly a nasty person in any way. She even refers to the girl as Duck, and being from the East Midlands myself originally, that's an affectionate term like love or pet in the northeast. But despite this clip going around leftist social media to show how evil and bigoted the average British person really is, it actually backfired in my view, because it's actually showing this lady feels detached from her country. Yeah, she doesn't use the right language for the modern liberals. However, she just mocked on a social media platform she doesn't understand for reasons she doesn't get either. She just feels she's lost her country and doesn't even have a reason to vote anymore. But that hasn't stopped other leftists getting involved, like Zach Polanski of the Green Party. He states we've got a serious problem with racism in this country, and it's been inflamed by politicians who constantly appease the far right. But talking of race hate, do you think Zach Polanski in our Novara Media reporter will have a problem with this? Labour candidate for Clacton, Jovan Owusu Nepal, says his favourite drink is white man tears. Somehow I don't think this is going to bother them quite as much, and they're going to stick to interviewing OAPs who've seen their country disappear and put them on social media platforms they don't understand to prove how evil we all are. Anyway, these are just some of my thoughts. Do let me know what you think down below, and do consider subscribing to the channel.